This pitch competition works is slightly different from any other pitch competition you've been to. It's like Shark Tank with an audience, but everybody's a shark. So all of you have an opportunity to vote with your dollars tonight. We'll listen to 8 amazing women come up and showcase their business. It's 3 to 4 feet taller than reality. Its ropes are red, white, and blue. Its platform is blank stretched canvas. They say it's built for a man. There's room for my competitors and I. There's corners and centers, punches and knockouts, blood, sweat, and tears. Entrepreneurship is a boxing match. But we, the women, know how to stay light on our feet. We slide past insecurity. We shuffle through sexual harassment, me too. We duck, then jab, then land, and suddenly, the predefined role of woman calls our name. Wife, mother, feminist, auntie, babysitter, nasty woman, pow. Right in the kisser. I fall. Face against platform, I heard my ego crack when I realized that my male competitor has more mirrors in his dressing room. You're a woman. This is not your place. The referee counts down. You don't belong here. VCs fund people who look like them, and I don't look like them. I didn't learn how to box in school. My parents are not boxers or coaches. My life is just a corner. 8, 7, 6, I breathe. This game is rigged, but fuck that. I'm the only species on earth that can bleed for a month and not die. I am badass. Even if I bow out and get a corporate job, I would still make less than the man who would scrape my remains from this platform. 5, 4, 3, get up, girl. Pin a Nike commercial to your memory. Remember that you don't get in where you fit in. You fit in until you get in, because fitting in is about character and getting in is about access. You're already in the match. Get up. Bite the hand that feeds you bullshit. Burn the bridges you never want to cross again. You got this. Slide, duck, jab, land, and remember that you know how to stay light on your feet.
I'm Donna Beasley. I'm one of the judges, and my company is Kazoom Kids Books. And one fun fact about me is that even though I publish picture books, I'm writing novels. So I have a new novel that I'm working on.
So I'm Antonino Olimpio. I currently head up marketing for Alba Beauty, a skincare startup here in New York. And a fun fact about me, I'm a huge mama's boy, and I own that badge.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lisa Friedlander. I'm the business development manager over at Next, which is a startup platform providing legal services to startup companies and fixed fee packages. I'm an entrepreneur and an angel investor. And if you need any movie or TV recommendations, I got you covered.
The Black Girl Ventures Pitch Competition started in 2016 in a house in Southeast DC. Honestly, I was building another business and having success with that. And the news came out that Black women were not getting access to capital. And so I'm like, oh, well, I had a bit of a brand at that time from doing some different community organizing, decided to pull together a group of women. I put a call out. 30 women showed up. I cooked all the food myself, which I vowed to never do again. We had 4 women pitch, and there we were off to funding Black and brown women. We voted with marbles and coffee mugs. It was so super simple of an idea. And I thought, hey, the community can actually be a part of what it means to help fund Black and brown women founders. This comes from Black history. The premise of the Black Girl Ventures Pitch Competition actually comes from the early 1900s when Black people migrated to Harlem and white landowners raised the rent. Black people threw what's called a rent party to keep people in their homes. And these were not just any parties. You had people like Fats Waller, Duke Ellington, Langston Hughes, who were involved in actually throwing these parties to help people stay in their homes longer. Now, here we are, our ancestors' wildest dreams, recreating or moving forward their movement to help startups in today's world. So what happens is the founders will pitch, and the audience, all of you, are able to actually go into your pockets and donate to the founders to keep them in business. We are ready to go and jump this off. I'm so glad to be here with you. BGV Pitch is the largest pitch competition for Black and brown women founders. We combine the premise of Shark Tank and Kickstarter to give you an opportunity to be a part of an entrepreneur's journey. Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com, select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you love, and don't forget to leave feedback and or hype comments for our founders. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women founder in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
Think about a time you walked into a room and you didn't feel like you belonged. No one looked like you, spoke your language. You wanted to leave. Tone by Bagden was created to inspire you to overcome that feeling of exclusion, walk into that room, and create your own space. We use our own experiences to create products that help others feel included, starting with our line of fitness mats, featuring images of everyday women and men. Search wellness on Instagram, and you probably won't see many plus size or people of color. That lack of representation has led to 63% of people of color stating that discrimination has hindered their life. Also, most fitness products aren't created for heavier or taller people. By creating well-crafted products that promote inclusion and encourage continued wellness, we intend on using representation to transform statistics and stereotypes. Our fitness mats are accommodate height with extra length, weight with extra cushion, and a non-slip surface for vigorous workouts. We recently released our gym bags. Just like our mats, they have representation in the design. Competitors use diversity in ads, but our products feature images that go into customers' homes and inspire people organically on a daily basis. People relate to our products because they look like them. It was clear with our first Pop Sugar article that the need for our products is huge. We have been featured on many national outlets and rapidly gained customers, social media followers, and website subscribers. We were able to secure over $100,000 in sales since November of 2019, with 50 to 60% gross profit and a 30% net profit after our first year. With the wellness industry being worth over $30 billion and people of color being 30% of the population, we believe we have $9 billion access to the market share. We are Julia and Cornelia Gibson, two sisters who always found it easier to accomplish our goals together. Bagdom is the only company that has representation in the design, premium quality owners that are people of color, and diversity in our ads. Our business model is simple. We use influencers, articles, and media outlets for public outreach. We sell direct to customers online and in pop-up shops. And we sell in bulk by creating custom mats and partnerships with gyms and wholesale retailers. We are asking for $150,000 to scale our production process, increase inventory, grow our advertising efforts, and nurture our public relations. Thank you for including us. We're represented.
It's really cool.
Thank you.
Since you've started, what has been your most successful marketing approach to drive sales?
To be honest, we believe that the articles and the media outlets that have featured us has been one of our most organic and best forms of marketing. And that's why we really do want to put some money into nurturing our public relations and creating content, because we think that is really something that has helped us with sales.
Have you found that influencers have worked for you? How much have you actually worked with, or how in depth have you gone with influencers?
Influencers work really well. We've done some partnerships with other people that are in the wellness industry, like Black Women Retreats and This Curvy World. We've done a lot of different partnerships where we were able to gain followers and do like giveaways and things like that. So working with influencers is really good. That's why we do want to get a bigger budget so that we can afford maybe to get into more influential states.
Yeah, I would, I mean, before Lisa goes, I would maybe relook at your influencer budget and also see if you can do in-kind partnerships. So I run influencers for my brand over here, and we do a lot of both in-kind and paid. And you'd be surprised how many in-kind, where you basically gift for a certain amount of deliverables, you could get. So maybe just like, yeah.
Awesome. Well, Julia, great job. And I have to say, I spent some time on your website yesterday preparing for today, and it is fantastic. I encourage everybody to go check it out. The videos that you've added, it's super well done. Love the story, love the brand, everything. So my question is, what is your big picture plan for Bagdom, or for whatever else you and your sister have in store for yourselves? And sort of what do you see as your biggest challenge of getting there? I guess it's two questions wrapped into one.
I got it. Well, we really want to grow. So we do see ourselves creating more designs, maybe different products. We want to go into like clothing and different things where we see that we can grow our brand within our niche. And we also find that the bigger challenges are probably like advertising and getting the word out to people, because we've seen that when people actually hear about our product, they love it. So I think our biggest challenge is just getting the information out to people.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, great job.
Thank you so much.
Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com. Select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you love, and don't forget to leave feedback and or hype comments for our founders.
Hello, I'm the founder of Alba Beauty. So although our skin pH level is around 4.5%, many of our beauty products have really high pH level, which can destroy our skin flora. Also, despite the rise of clean beauty, the average woman still uses about 12 to 16 beauty products a day, many of which still contain toxins and lack effective skincare benefit. Here at Alba Beauty, our main goal is to keep your skin in balance. We create multi-purpose makeup infused with probiotics and superfoods to balance your skin's pH level, minimize serious skin condition, and simplify your daily beauty routine. We thrive on three things: effective ingredients, efficient products, because we believe less is more, and inclusive products. Our makeup has effective skincare benefits, which are accessible for all. We are different because our makeup will help to maintain your skin's optimal pH level around 4.5 to 5, which will help to combat serious skin conditions like acne, psoriasis, eczema, aging skin. Also, our products are efficient. Less is more, which will help to minimize the amount of product that you use on a daily basis, save you money and time. Lastly, our makeup have efficient skincare benefits, which will help to feed your skin for a thriving skin condition. The makeup industry is growing rapidly. It's expected to grow at an annualized rate of about 7.9%. Also, the microbiome makeup niche is expected to even grow even faster, around 15.1% over the next 10 years as well. So our products are in the development stage. We expected to launch 2 products June 2021, our makeup remover / skin toner and our 3-in-1 face mist. Also in October 2021, we will launch our lips, cheek, and eye products, which are multifunctional. Secondly, we've secured a retail partnership with the Mercantile Group. They are an event-driven retailer. Last year alone, they did about $100 million in revenue. They'll showcase the products on morning TV shows and sell online. We are growing our customer base as well. We have about 4,000 Instagram followers. Right now, we expect it to grow to about 10,000 in June 2021. We have about 1,000 email subscribers, and we expect it to grow that as well over the next few months. So our business model is very simple. So we will sell to the consumers on our e-commerce platform and also through marketplaces like Facebook and Instagram Shop. We will also partner with retailers for wholesale to sell online and their in stores, and partner with influencers for affiliate marketing. We have a very strong team who are all experts in their fields, and we all have a vision to succeed. Currently, we are looking for $850,000 to finish product development and to further our go-to-market strategy for marketing costs, to hire key staff and operation costs as well. Our main goal is to help your skin to thrive, and also to minimize the amount of product that you use, save you money and time. Thank you very much.
Good job. And there's really a need for quality beauty products in terms of, so I really like what you're doing. I'm just wondering a little more, if you could tell me a little more about your partnership with the retailer, how they're going to support your product in terms of your launch.
That's a really good question. So Mercantile Group, they are like QVC, but they don't do any advertisement. So they have partnership with morning TV shows like Good Morning America, to the Today Show, Wendy Williams show, and so on and so forth. And what they will do, they will go on these shows, talk about your product to viewers, and then direct them to your website and their website to sell. So it's a win-win situation. You get exposure to national broadcast, and also help you to further your sales.
I have to say, I love the marketing. I love the packaging. I love the colors that you guys use. So I think you guys really did such an excellent job in terms of the marketing. The one question that I had was, how do you plan to grow your emails? Because for beauty, I know that is a huge acquisition channel, but it's also a nice interaction and a nice relationship to have with your customers to kind of keep them coming back. So how do you guys plan on growing your email?
Through educational channels. So one thing that we're going to do is more blogs, and also giving them educational about pH of your skin, the right product to use for your skin, the right ingredients for your skin, and just educating consumers about why your skin needs better ingredients to thrive. And it's not just buying the most popular brands, but also the best brands for you. For example, many people that suffer from acne don't realize that if you use a product that have a higher pH level, it can exacerbate your acne. So these are all things that we want consumers to know, so that they can save money. Rather than buying 20 acne products, they can just buy one product. And one thing that also I want consumers to know is that we buy effective skincare products, but then we don't care about the makeup product that we use, and diffuses the purpose, because we have on good skincare products, but our makeup basically messes everything up. So why don't put all of them in one product to save you money and time?
Very good. Again, it's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Benoit. Nice to meet you. Great job. I want to echo Antonio. I spent time on your website as well. Well, everybody's website, but I loved your website. I love the design. I love the feel. I love the energy. The women are beautiful. The colors are beautiful. So I agree. It like sucked me right in. So great job with that. A couple of comments before my question. In particular, you're asking for $850,000. If you are well on your way to your 850, have at it. But if not, I think that's a little heavy lift for a pre-revenue, I don't have my product yet company. So you may want to consider reducing that to 250, 300, something that's a little more palatable. Do it in order to get you to certain milestones, maybe the milestones you mentioned on your slide. And then maybe within a year, quickly go and raise more. I think you might have a hard time trying to raise $850. So that's just a, take it or leave it kind of feedback. But my question is for you, what's your background? How are you the right person to create a beauty company? How are you sourcing and creating your products?
That's a really good question. So my background is in finance. If you look at our team, and I'm going to go back to that slide. If you look at our team, my sister is actually a pharmacogenomist, so she's our chief technology officer. My other sister is also in marketing as well, and we are all in the team together.
Oh, that's great. I didn't realize you guys were all sisters. That's fantastic.
Thank you. And also, we are working with a lab, Actera Ingredient Group, to actually formulate these products. And we are also working with manufacturers in the US as well. So let me explain how I actually got into this. So I first started Alba Beauty as just a side gig to sell makeup, just private label makeup. And last year I went under lumpectomy, and I wanted to change everything that I use. So after extensive research, I discovered that many of the products, even the ones that I was selling, which were labeled paraben free, still contain toxins, which are bad for us. And after extensive research and just speaking with my sisters, I realized that probiotics, which are in the yogurts that we use and many of the products, actually feed the good bacteria in our skin, and it can minimize many of our skin conditions. So that actually sparked my interest to go further into this and just do more research and create products that will be beneficial for us.
That's great. Well, you have an incredible story. I would play on that more, and I hope you're doing okay, and best of health to you. I would play up on your story and emphasize your team more. All three of you guys, I'm sure Jose too, but all three of you guys are unbelievably impressive in your background. So I would talk about that a little bit more up front.
Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com. Select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you love, and don't forget to leave feedback and or hype comments for our founders.
Hi, everyone. All right, so imagine your 3-year-old Black daughter saying to you, "Mommy, I want to look like the girls on the TV." And you look up at the screen, and this is what you see. Hello, my name is Priscilla Wesson, and I am the founder of Cozy and Cute Kids Boutique. As a young Black mother with 2 young daughters who are already absolutely obsessed with their clothing, I am constantly shopping for everyday looks. I was tired of throwing my money out to big brands who truly don't represent us, whose ads are not created to affirm my child's skin, hair, or beauty, whose stores are a mess to shop in, and when you ask for assistance, whether that's in-store or online, it's just not welcomed. And with COVID on the rise, making it less appealing to haul your children into stores to shop, I knew there had to be a solution. Cozy and Cute Kids Boutique is that solution. We launched in June, literally in the middle of a pandemic, and I've already pulled in over $10,000 in sales. Our Instagram has exploded in over a few short months and continues to grow by almost 500 followers each month. With the support of social influencers and our affiliate marketers, we expect to see tremendous growth. Cozy and Cute Kids Boutique is an e-commerce store providing cute and comfortable everyday styles for children. And for the moms in search of the latest styles for their kids, we curate items that are on trend, practical, and are always kid approved. We offer free shipping and great prices because, well, who doesn't love a deal? We make sure our customers are the center of attention by providing a virtual boutique feeling with our live chat box, ongoing communication with our customers, even after purchasing. Our customers love getting the chance to have their children featured on our platforms to share with all of their family and friends. We are intentional about sharing images of beautiful Black children in our ad campaigns so that Black children and Black families can have a brand that they identify with, because representation matters. Our team consists of myself, coming with several years of leadership in mental health and in retail, and my husband and co-founder, who comes with over 10 years of sales experience working with distributors and manufacturers. We are asking for $200K to expand our reach build a team, and elevate our brand to take it to the next level. Instead of hearing your child say, "Mommy, I want to look like the girls on the TV," she'll be saying, "Mommy, those girls, they look just like me." Be cute, have fun, in comfort with Cozy and Cute Kids Boutique. Thank you.
Excellent job. I really see the awesome need for your brand. I'm a children's book publisher, and the challenge is, same thing for me. I got in it because we couldn't find books that have diverse characters. So kudos to you. I love what you're doing. Beautiful job. And I have a new goddaughter on the way to be born, so I'll be one of your customers for sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations.
Yeah. So one of the things I did want to talk about is your growth plans. You launched in June. 2021 is coming up. What are you doing to kick the year off and get the ball rolling? And how are you prepping for Christmas?
Okay, so we're using a lot of social influencers. So we like to offer either gift cards to our shop or offer product. And sometimes we even do, a lot of them actually too, they end up signing up to be affiliate marketers to get paid off of, whatever growth comes from their influence. So we've been doing a lot of that. I would like, with funding, to get into paid marketing. I think that would be super beneficial for our plan, especially because we have like a very niche brand. We're marketing to Black moms, and also a lot of our customers too end up being all types of moms that are just conscious buyers, and they love seeing the imaging. We get a lot of emails and messages about our branding, our Instagram pictures. Like, people really love seeing all of the beautiful images of brown children because you don't really get to see that anywhere. So yes, we're revving up our social influencers and mainly focusing on that right now for our growth.
Okay.
Thank you.
Priscilla, congratulations. I know opening a business through pandemic kind of sounds crazy, but it works for some people. So I just want to say congratulations, because I think that's a huge milestone, especially given the climate. I don't have any questions. I guess I have one. Where the profit margins?
Okay, so we do a lot of wholesale and drop shipping. So I do a lot of product testing. I like to see what items are going to move before I purchase them in bulk. So we do a mixture of wholesale and drop shipping methods. So we use vendors from all over the US and international vendors in order to find products that I think are going to be cute, and then test them out before we buy them in bulk to wholesale. But yeah, there's a lot of product testing that goes on to see what's going to move and because some things I might think are super cute and they don't really, it depends. It depends on, the trend. What are they seeing other influencers' kids in? So we try to use that to try to pick our products.
Got it. And, I think just another side comment before I hand it off to Lisa. You have a beautiful family. I think the story is beautiful. I wish I could see that a little bit more on the website. So maybe also doing a couple brand identity exercises to kind of pull through on the branding a little bit more. As soon as I go into the site, I see the picture of your kid, and beautiful. But then after that, I just wish there was a little bit more of the story behind you that I want to see. Because like I said, you have a really compelling story. You opened this up during a pandemic, and it's a family business, and I wish I could see that more, especially because of who you're trying to reach out to. I think that would really help communicate your brand and the story a little bit more.
Thank you.
But congratulations again. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Hi, Priscilla. Nice to meet you. I actually 100% agree with Antonio, and just sort of generally about your website in general. I think it needs a little bit more of an elevated feel to it. It feels a little mom and pop, even though it may be, you don't want it to feel that way in terms of the website, but the clothes are fabulous. I mean, fabulous. My friend just had her first grandchild. I'm going to be a customer too. Like, The clothes are really, really fabulous. As Antonio said, the story's amazing. Your daughters are beautiful.
Thank you.
I would try maybe some of the money, or if you have the ability beforehand, to try to elevate the feel of the website, make it a little bit more modern feeling.
Yeah.
And maybe, and Antonio, guys chime in too if you agree or disagree. And while the name Cozy and Cute Kids is cozy and cute, I don't know. Like, I think what you're doing is so much more powerful that maybe you could come up with a more fun, short name that will roll off kids' tongue, parents' tongue, easier to sort of communicate, and ads and brands. And I don't know, it feels a little dated, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But the clothes are fantastic. Last comment is while you're growing, you might want to you had a lot of SKUs, like surprisingly a huge variety of clothes, which is great. And if you can maintain that, fantastic. But as you grow, you might want to consider, I love the fact that you said that you're testing everything and getting everything yourself. You don't want to put anything out there that's not of the highest quality of comfort, all of it. But consider sort of reducing the number of SKUs that you grow with, and then you can sort of always add more. But congratulations, it's really great. I probably took up all my time with just comments, so no particular questions, but great job and good luck.
Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com. Select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you loved, and don't forget to leave feedback and/or hype comments for our founders.
Hi everyone, how are you? Hello. I created Black App. It's a phone app and social enterprise created to keep Black, Indigenous people of color safe during life-threatening situations, and to improve our overall quality of life and customer experience. The app is a free download. It's a free download. Its voice are manually activated and will send a notification to your circle of friends when you need help. It will list resources for your circle of friends to enlist. This includes clergy, mental health workers, an activist, or a journalist. It will also provide the phone number of the local police precinct if it's a non-police related incident. So beyond that, we have created these incredible maps. Our maps are our virtual green book. So that allows us to live our best lives. We list Black-owned businesses. We have user-generated reviews of businesses, service providers, including retailers, hospitals, hotels, and schools. We also provide information for employees on what it's like to work in particular companies, sort of like a Glassdoor. And it's a combination Yelp, Glassdoor, and TripAdvisor. Every area of life where a person of color might experience bias, we have applied a customer service model to help corporations better serve our community. So in terms of monetizing our app, we are relying on advertising. We actually do have a couple of government contracts that are pending. They're in the $1 million range, so we're really excited about that. And we will also have Black App curated experiences, which will be sponsored events that are performances, movies, TEDx type talks, and in safe places that will allow our community to come together and enjoy one another. And our go-to-market strategy is to get into beta, which will be happening in conjunction with Black History Month. We will formalize our partnerships. We have a revenue model that is already active with one of our partners, which is an app called Group. And then we hope to expand to other marginalized communities, which includes the LGBTQ community and the Native Americans in the States and Indigenous people in other countries. And our market potential is pretty large. Most of the world is beige, Black, or brown. And our app is in English and Spanish, and we'll be expanding it to other languages as well. And in terms of our competitive landscape, we're touching areas that they have not reached. We know that there are other safety apps out there, but we've gone one step further. And our partners are growing. We've partnered with black bar associations across the country, with the understanding that if you are court involved and you're a person of color, or you've been arrested, the first thing that a public defender is going to say to you is that you need to get Black App because you're being surveilled.
I'm not sure on your website I really got all of this in terms of what it is you do and what it's for, and so you really could do take a look at that and see how you can better share the real the real purpose around it. The second thing, I know you're just getting into your revenue model, so I'm going to ask you about that because I want to understand how you're going to make profit. How are you working with let's say for government. I do a lot of business consulting in the government contracting space, so I'm very interested in how you are approaching this with the government. So your revenue model, what is it, and how are you going to work in the government space?
So we have we're subscription based. So that means that institutions like universities and colleges will be our clients, and our subscription model is they pay a monthly fee, which is paid over the year. And we have pending government contracts with another organization that deals specifically with Black employees. And we fit a really great niche because they're trying to address situations of racism, institutionalized racism. So in our conversations, in my conversations with them, they saw an immediate way that we could help them solve a problem. And I think that answers it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Maureen.
Hi.
The one thing, so I agree with Donna that on the website I didn't see any of this, but what I did gather from both the site and what you presented here is that this could be a huge community tool.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I don't have any questions. I totally get the gist of it. The revenue model, the churn rate, I think you should maybe take a look at, because 3% each year, that's really that's you counting on 3%, and it's really going to stagger, in my opinion, based on what I've seen for apps, and also being on a subscription model company on my end. Mm-hmm. So that might just rejigger some of the numbers that you have there in the revenue model. But going back, I think looking at the bigger picture about how this could be a huge community app, and maybe when you launch, you tie in all of the other marginalized community members as well, and then going in there and finding ways to bring everybody together in the end. I think it'll help tremendously with your marketing, with the revenue model, and maybe open up for more opportunities for advertising and revenue.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Hi, Maureen.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Congratulations. I agree with Don and Antonio. The website just left you sort of with a little too many questions about what you're trying to do. This is a huge undertaking. I'm sure you're keenly aware. Huge undertaking, but very, very much needed. I have no doubt that you'll have considerable interest. I love the fact that you're going B2B to C. And not trying to go directly to consumer. Having some of these larger enterprise contracts will help you grow and get there. My question for you is related to a comment. The comment is, it seems like you're trying to do a lot of different things right from the beginning. So my question to you is, what is sort of the core secret sauce or the core purpose, the core foundation for what you're trying to create? Is it more the safety feature? Is it more the Yelp, sort of trying to classify and let people know sort of what are friendly, minority friendly businesses? Is it more, to Antonio's point, the community driven angle? It feels like there's a lot that you're trying to tackle all at once. So what is sort of your core value proposition?
So the buying power of Black women is $1.5 trillion. Our goal is to make them feel safe, so they'll shop more, live better lives. And in order to do that, the mapping, getting the reviews out, getting people to share their experiences so that we can start kind of moving towards a situation where everybody's enjoying shopping, working and living and collaborating.
Okay, so it's more to let people know who are friendly businesses, what businesses are. Okay, so I would, if that's the case, then I would lead with that, because when I listen to your pitch and I go on your website, I think it's the safety feature. That's sort of what comes up to me as your core offering. So whatever you believe in is your passion and what you want to get out there first and primary, I would focus on that. And then you can certainly let people know that it has other use cases, right? But you're launching with sort of what your biggest core value proposition that you want to get out there.
Thank you.
Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com. Select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you love, and don't forget to leave feedback and or hype comments for our founders.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Alvarez. I'm the founder of Pretty Well Beauty, which is a multi-brand clean beauty and wellness marketplace that is setting the highest standards for clean and sustainability. I launched my company due to a personal pain point where I felt that there was a lack of transparency in education and inclusivity. When I was first shopping for clean beauty as a consumer years ago, the options were limited and the information about the ingredients and how they were sourced were very limited. As the push towards healthier and cleaner personal care products began to grow about 4 or 5 years ago, I was able to discover so many brands of the first plant-based beauty shop in New York City. However, my experience there left me feeling unseen, unwelcomed, and overwhelmed with the options. And that's when I thought, I can do this, but better. My goal is to be the #1 trusted source for clean beauty brands and usher in a movement where clean beauty becomes a universal standard and no longer a niche. I've developed a 5-step vetting process and currently offer about 33 brands and over 400 products on the website. Our best sellers are the Rose Serum by ODL, and my personal holy grail for my hair is called #1 by M. Florence. My intention wasn't to reinvent the wheel, but to improve upon it by making the discovery and shopping experience for consumers much easier, transparent, and inclusive. One of the other problems is that because there's no legal definition of what clean beauty is, brands and retailers have varying standards and definitions, which leave a lot of consumers confused. I want to clean up that noise, and I want to make it easier for customers to discover and shop for clean beauty via a technology I'm developing through an app that's still in its ideation phase. But ultimately, it will help people decide which clean products are right for their needs, goals, budget, through a community-driven and gamified experience. Some highlights I'd love to share is that I have an AOV of $181. My customer return rate is 18%, and my gross margin is 46%. According to Statista, the clean beauty market is estimated to be worth $22 billion by the year 2024 and $24 billion by the year 2027. So it's rapidly growing, and it's showing no signs of slowing down. 72% of consumers globally place an importance of buying products that are clean and healthy, according to AlixPartners. With PrettyWellBeauty.com, I've already proven the model and have 3 times my sales in 2020 versus 2019, and I accomplished this organically without any paid ads. I've been bootstrapping my business myself, and I'm a one-woman show for now. My next goal is to start testing out paid ads so that I can gather data on my ideal customers and retarget potential customers. I want to then use that data to drive my digital marketing strategy. Intelligent beauty technology is the next wave that I want to be at the forefront of in this next trend, and I want to lead the way and ultimately establish Pretty Well Beauty as a real leader in the space. We've been featured in Forbes, Yahoo, Who What Wear, Fashionista, Birdie Beauty, Essence, and several other leading publications. I'm also a proud graduate of the Project Entrepreneur Investment Readiness Program. I am raising $3 million that will be used to recruit my first key hires, app development, advertising, inventory, and operational expenses. I want to thank Black Girl Ventures and everyone here today for your support. Thank you again.
Excellent job. And I have to say, for a one-woman show, you are the bomb, girl. You are doing it. And I am like so impressed with what you got going on.
Thank
So
you.
I want you to tell me a little bit about your business model. So you are sourcing products from other clean beauty products and selling it on your platform. And your margins sound really, really good. But how are you, attracting these brands? What do you offer them in terms of, getting on your site, and how are you getting that word out to your consumer?
Thank you for that. Yes. So in the beginning, it was a lot of me reaching out, sort of cold calling the brands that I was interested in learning more about. And so when I first launched, I launched with 12 brands, and these were brands that I was already familiar with, some of which I already had relationships with. I come from the fashion and beauty industry, where I worked for almost 15 years. So I'd spent a long time cultivating a lot of these relationships already. Fast forward, once I started getting a lot more recognition, brands have started reaching out to me directly to inquire about being sold at Pretty Well Beauty. And I work in a traditional retail model. I buy the products wholesale, but a lot of the brands that I work with, I actually work with them on consignment. So that allows me to stay cash flow so that I don't actually have to invest the money up front. So what I do is with those brands is once the products sell, I give them a sales report each month, and then I just pay them the wholesale price of what is already sold. And that's been working really, really well. And the way that I market the products is heavily community-driven, social media, email marketing. I have over 35,000 active subscribers on my email list. I offer an incentive for customers for their first time offer to enjoy a 15% discount off their first order. So that way it gives them a chance to experience the brand of Pretty Well Beauty, before shopping, different other places. So I'm hoping to be able to grow that traction. It's been very challenging to do this without any paid ads, as I'm sure you can imagine. So that's one of the reasons why I am, a part of this competition, because I want to start testing out these ads. I just brought on somebody who is an amazing ad manager to help me to optimize these ads for Facebook and for Instagram.
Are you shipping these products yourself, or are you outsourcing this shipping?
I do all the fulfillment and shipping myself.
Hi, Jasmine. How are you? So I'm looking. So I'm also in the beauty space as well. So I head up marketing, influencer, social, and PR for a beauty brand. And I have to tell you that I'm a huge proponent for curated niche platforms, and I think you're going to do extremely well. The website's beautiful, the branding's beautiful, your expertise comes through in a lot of it. I really don't have any questions. I understand the business model pretty well. And I really wish you a lot of luck, and I know you're going to do really well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hi, Jasmine. Good morning. I want to echo both Donna and Antonio's comments. What you have done as a solo founder is truly extraordinary. And this was also, your website was also one of the ones that I just fell in love with. It's just so well done. The branding is fabulous. The PW, the splash of yellow, the name, it looks and feels so modern and professional, and it brings you in. So really, really well done. I also love the painting behind you. Sorry, I've been staring at that as well. A couple of things. One, when you're presenting, just generally, you were reading a lot. So this back and forth, upside down, and and forward. So don't feel like you have to read, and then download it from Canva, because the scrolling for me was a little bit distractive. I know these are like nitpicky, but when you're presenting, it's just good things to have. Download it, get it out of Canva, and then that way you can easily, go forward. Obviously, for something like this, it's a huge customer acquisition cost model, like understanding your unit metrics and all that kind of stuff. So can you tell us a little bit about your CAC, your current revenue, and then depending upon the answer, I might give you the same feedback in terms of going out for $3 million right off the top. But love to hear about your revenue and your customer acquisition costs.
Yeah, so because I haven't done any ads yet, the CAC is a little bit difficult to properly calculate. But I did take a look at what I'm spending on my email marketing platform, which is Klaviyo. And so so between that, as well as the discounting, the 15%, my current CAC is around 43%. I expect that to go up, obviously, once I start spending ads. But then once I start getting the traction that I need to start to scale, I can see that starting to go back down a little bit. That's what I expect. And that's what my advisors have told me. They've given me a roadmap to where I can make that possible. I don't feel comfortable sharing my exact revenue number here on this platform, but I'm happy to share that with you offline if you're interested. But it's grown quite a bit since last year, which I'm very, very proud to say. Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna jump in. I have a question. Do you plan on using your email subscribers to help create lookalike audiences on the Facebook and paid
Absolutely.
side? That's going to be your first step, right? Okay. Because I know I had a girlfriend of mine who tried to do this as well, and her customer acquisition cost ended up just being extremely high because she didn't do that at first.
Yeah.
She was just kind of doing broad prospecting. So I would just advise using your lookalikes first, kind of defining that a little bit more. And then once you kind of build up that momentum in terms of, okay, you have a better idea, then go into broad prospecting, or even just do, 10% of the daily budget for broad prospecting, while the other 90% is focusing on lookalikes. And at least like that, you have an idea and you're still bringing costs in while still spending, but at least, you're going to get something in return and you're not just kind of like throwing sticky notes at the wall and seeing what's going to stick.
Absolutely. That's exactly.
I feel like you knew that.
Yeah. Strategy. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to be executing 3 different ways of targeting. So we're right on target with that.
Okay, perfect.
Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com. Select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you love, and don't forget to leave feedback and/or hype comments for our founders.
When was the last time you decided to redirect your hard-earned cash from Amazon to a small business owner? How we spend our dollars shift the landscape of the American economy, and conscious consumerism is the way forward. Small businesses are the backbone of the American economy, and 41% of Black-owned small businesses are closing their doors due to a mountain of obstacles. The pandemic, lack of access to funding, and a dire need for inclusive spaces. This is a crisis. I have firsthand experience as an entrepreneur and an artist looking for spaces that would create visibility and increase my revenues. However, these groups did not look like me and were not facing the same challenges. My name is Imani Sheckman. I am the founder and curator of Open Market. As an African-American female business owner, I am dedicated to designing solutions that create financial freedom for Black and Brown communities. In 2019, $1.97 trillion were spent globally on the top 100 online marketplaces. 57% of the global online retail sales went to marketplaces, and we are positioned to capture 1.2% of the global market by 2023 with our live, inclusive virtual marketplace for Black, Indigenous people of color, BIPOCs. Our market caters to today's conscious consumers who are vocal and support brands that uplift underrepresented founders. We do this through our digital platform with integrated live streaming, marketplace, network lounge, and resource hub. As shoppers enter through the golden doors, shoppers self-select their desired vendors and check out upcoming events in the Spotlight Studio. Each click is a new curated experience. Our initial platform will function under a vendor and sponsorship model. Our second phase will incorporate sponsorships and a 15% commission for vendors and advertisement. Our final iteration will function as a SaaS product and an affiliate program, as well as merchandise. In this COVID-19 climate, open market is the long-term solution during a time of uncertainty. We provide a stable revenue-generating platform for business owners and a safe shopping experience for everyone, all through the lens of conscious consumerism. We are a social movement that knows the impact of community, passion, and awareness. Join us as we build our table. We're serving Black joy, confidence, and power. Our ask is $300,000 for our development team and $200,000 for marketing, data storage, and business operations. Our platform will transform the way the world does business as we build G-commerce through the principles of representation, responsibility, and intentional spending. Join us. Thank you.
Well done, Imani.
Thank you.
Really excited about what you're doing. I want to also add, I love your tagline. A lot of companies, when they start doing their marketing, they don't always have a cool tagline, but a e-commerce space that celebrates Black joy is something that I think people will remember. So kudos to you on that. Now, I'm not clear. Are you actually open yet?
Yes, we are. We've had 7 markets to date, and we've had about 100 customers come to the market, and it's just a really beautiful experience overall.
Okay. Great. Well, love what you're doing. I don't really have any additional questions, so I'll turn it over to Antonio.
Thank you.
Hello, Imani.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I really like this. I don't know much about this space, but I would love to know why you wanted to go into this. What made you wake up and say, you know what, this is what I want to do. I want to bring my people
so I'm a
together.
connector and I'm an innovator. And, this actually was birthed out of COVID. I was thinking about going full-time as an artist and a photographer. And then I was going to enter in pop-up shops, but, we're not supposed to be outdoors. So I was like, well, other artists, other creatives must be experiencing the same thing. So what can I do to bring us all together? And so that's what I did. And also, this is actually in my master plan of life, is to have a shop that supports people. And so it's just coming a little bit earlier than expected. And it's a really great thing that I just I'm so excited about it. I'm so proud of my vendors and everyone who's been supporting us thus far.
Oh, that's great. That's really good. And I want to say as well, the marketing's beautiful. I like the website. And I also like that I know in the beginning of this, you hit a little bump in the road, but you came through and you gave a great pitch and a presentation. And I love your energy even through the computer. So I just want to say congratulations. And, I'm interested in learning more about this one. So you might get an email from me.
Yay, I love emails. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Imani. Sorry, my Wi-Fi froze for a minute, so I wasn't sure what was going on. Congratulations. This was also one of the websites that I fell in love with, and I think you've done such a great job. I agree with Donna. I love the G-commerce and the tagline. I think it's super smart. If you haven't trademarked it already, I think you should consider doing that. To me, when I first saw this, I thought it was like an Etsy, right, for founders, Black founders, minority founders, BIPOC, that sort of culture, which I think has a real powerful place. And the time for doing something like this is now. So I think you're really onto something. I think the way that you've described your phased-in approach is super smart. I really like that. I think that you're with the double-sided marketplace, right? We have a few of them today. It's always super challenging. So I encourage you to stick to that phased-in approach and sort of start with what you have and what you're already building on with your 100 events that you've had or your 100 customers, and take those lessons learned and then sort of broaden from there. You're incredibly impressive. I really don't have any questions. More power to you. And
thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much.
Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com. Select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you love, and don't forget to leave feedback and/or hype comments for our founders.
Five years ago, I came home
from China with the love of my life, the absolute love of my life, my dog, Chase. I was so excited as a first-time dog owner to explore the New York dog scene. Much to my surprise, it was very reminiscent of a kid's birthday party. See, dog owners have limited options to socialize outside of dog parks and walks. They feel immense guilt leaving their dogs at home, especially on the weekend, and they're always looking for a safer alternative to dog parks. My name is Dash, and I'm the founder of Chase and Poppy. We are an innovative dog event company based in New York City. We create fun theme events, an off-leash environment, dog trainers on site, as well as all for an affordable price. Due to COVID, we had to pivot to virtual events, so we're developing a virtual game designed specifically for dog owners. This app will change the way that dog owners socialize now in the pandemic. Our customer experience is so amazing. We allow our customers to enjoy appetizers, a full stock bar, custom dog buffet, live entertainment in person for $65 versus spending $100 on a night out in New York City. The New York City statistics is that there is 1.1 million dogs. Due to COVID, the adoption rate has gone up by 43%. And so we know that our company is not a trend, it's actually a movement, and we're changing how people socialize with their dogs, and we're meeting a need for the growing community of dog owners. Our market size is 99 billion, and we want to take a bite out of the 10.3 billion dedicated to pet services. Sorry, my thing is like jam. Okay, we do not believe we have any direct competitors because we're doing something entirely different from big name brands like Petco, PetSmart. So it's really hard for me to say that I have a competitor, but if I were to choose one, it would be Puppy Parties, and they are a smaller company, and they do similar parties, but they do not have adult theme events like we do. In the last 3 years, we've gone up in customers by 2,500. We have 3,000 monthly website sites visits, and we also received 4 TV show offers in the last year. Our future revenue model includes TV opportunities, event decor line, and strategic event partnerships. We're asking for $100,000 to use to build our Pup Brain app, as well as revamp our website and grow our team and brand worldwide, as well as use it for digital marketing. Thank you so much for your time.
Well, I want to tell you that this is one of my favorite concepts because I think there's a huge need for this in the marketplace. There's a huge need for pet events, and there's so many pet lovers. I think that this has franchisable or partnership opportunities in other cities, and I think that because there's a need for it in terms of getting beyond just doing dog parks. So I really love your idea. The one thing I want to talk to you a little bit about is your app, because I'm impressed with the fact that you were able to transform your business to take it online. And I want you to tell me a little bit about how you did that. What's the actual concept of the app in terms of what you're trying to do? And from what your app is, I guess it's not actually developed yet, but I want to know your thoughts behind it because we're liable to be in COVID for a while.
Yes, thank you. So Pup Brain is in its beginning steps. So we're developing the app as we speak. But Pup Brain was designed to help small businesses get exposure as well as bring dog owners together. So I like to think of Pup Brain as a little bit of Amazing Race versus a little bit of a hybrid of Amazing Race and fun challenges that will bring people to different accounts or different businesses that they're unaware of. So it's my baby, and I believe it will change the way that dog owners socialize during the pandemic right now.
So I agree with Donna. I really love the concept. I think now more than ever, I think if you had pitched this to me pre-COVID when I was not interested in a dog, I probably wouldn't have been as engaged, but I'm actually in the market now to adopt a dog. So now I'm kind of like feeling a little bit more like, yes, even though I don't have the dog, I am now officially a dog owner. So kind of switching my brain into that resonated more now more than ever. My thing is, so let's say I have a dog right now before the app. I would sign up and then you would let me know about all of the events that you have going on in the city, and then I can show up with my dog, or I'm just a little confused about the experience on my end for a new dog owner.
Yes. So the Pup Brain app is just specifically for Pup Brain, but of course, if you sign up, we would send you notifications if we had an in-person event in your location. But the app is really just a virtual game for dog owners to play nationwide. It's a competition, and then there's a cash prize that the winner will receive. So,
okay.
Yes.
I got it. Okay, no, I like it. I don't know much about this space either. So I don't have any questions, but I wish you a lot of luck. And I would also love to see, I think in the opening slide too, when you say that you came home 5 years ago with the love of your life, if you could just open it up with a picture of you and your dog, I think that would also just be a nice little touch in the beginning. So that way it's like, oh my God, there they are. You know, just a little bit of I love to storytell. I think as humans, we're all innately in storytelling. And, you know, as a founder, embellishing your business with that personal touch is nice, but I want to see it. You know, I want to see you and your dog. So just another side comment.
Thank you.
Hi, Dash. No, I totally agree with that. I would love to see a photo of your dog. I think this is an amazing concept. I think we all have an understanding, even if we're not dog owners. And I'm excited for you, Antonino. That's so exciting. You're getting a dog. But the people spend a fortune on their pets, right? We all know that. And they spend a fortune on making sure and doing things with their pets. And so I have no doubt that there is a market for that. I get that COVID obviously throws a wrench into everything. I would caution you to spend too much time, too much resources, and too much money on a COVID solution, right? Because yes, it may take a while. We don't know, maybe it's next year, but eventually we're going to, you know, by God, be out of this scenario. So I'd rather you focus your time and energy. The app is great in terms of what we call a Trojan horse, like a way of accumulating mass customers nationwide and keep it fun and simple. But I wouldn't throw a ton of money into doing it. I would focus on things that you can do in smaller environments that are COVID friendly. Starting to give people an idea of what Chase and Poppy is all about and how special it is and how unique it is. So I think you got to kind of straddle that line. My one question for you is post-COVID, when we're back in the real world, I have a dog owner. Are all of your events going to be like cocktail oriented and stuff like that? Because I love my dog, but I don't know that that's the kind of experience. Like if I'm out having a good time and I got a bar and dinner, and I don't know that I want to be worried about what my dog is doing. So I'm curious what other type of events that you have planned for dogs and dog owners.
So every event that I've ever thrown is at a different location as well as a different theme. So people get to explore New York City, and that's one of the reasons why they like coming to my event. So sometimes it's at a bar, sometimes it's at a lounge, sometimes it's at a loft. So it's a different experience each time, and it's an off-leash environment, so you don't have to hold on to your dog. So you're mingling with everyone else, and that's what makes our event so great, is that you are not restricted in any kind of way. And the cocktails and the bar is just to add to the ambiance. So if you're not a drinker as well, if you're not a drinker, then you can, have a glass of
water. The dogs are just running around doing whatever.
Making friends, making memories, and you're enjoying yourself with another dog owner at the party.
Got it. Okay. It sounds a little scary, but okay. I love the around New York aspect of it. And maybe now there are things that you can do, even if you restrict capacity because of COVID, that's okay. That creates demand, right? Here we have one pop-up. We're meeting outside at this area. We're restricted to 10 dog owners, that type of thing. I think, maybe not in winter with the numbers rising, but I think hopefully soon enough you'll be able to experiment with some of those smaller get-togethers and try to prove out your value proposition a little bit more. But you're definitely onto something, so good luck.
Thank you.
Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com. Select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you love, and don't forget to leave feedback and/or hype comments for our founders.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Amira Rasul, and I am the founder and CEO of The Folklore. The Folklore is an online sales platform that leverages technology to efficiently distribute designer brands from Africa and the diaspora to global consumers. We do that through two channels: our multi-brand direct-to-consumer e-commerce channel, where we stock over 30 designer brands and market and distribute them to global consumers. We also do this through our B2B wholesale e-commerce platform, where we, sorry, my sister's calling me, where we allow luxury. Sorry. My sister's so annoying. She calls me like every 5 minutes. I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can. Okay, I'll start again.
Yep, start from the beginning, my dear. Move your slides back. That's
Okay,
funny.
Okay. All right. All right. Hello, thank you for joining me today. My name is Amira Rasul. I am the founder and CEO of The Folklore. The Folklore is an online sales platform that leverages technology to efficiently distribute luxury designer brands from Africa and the diaspora to global consumers and retailers. We do this through two channels: our multi-brand direct-to-consumer channel, where we stock over 30 designers and market and distribute them to global consumers. We also do this through our B2B wholesale e-commerce platform, where we connect luxury retailers with wholesalers in Africa and the diaspora. I decided to launch The Folklore after taking an amazing trip to Africa, where I discovered these great designers in 2016. I came back to New York and was wearing these products, and everyone wanted to know where they could purchase them. Upon doing my research, I recognized that many of these brands were not stocked in retail stores outside of Africa. And in addition to that, they did not have access to websites like Shopify or Wix to create their own e-commerce platforms. For the brands that did have access to these platforms, many customers internationally would complain about having to spend a lot of money to ship a product from Lagos to London, or the extreme delays in shipping. We created the multi-brand e-commerce platform and launched the beta in September 2018 to allow global consumers to have better access. We work with our brands on a consignment basis, where they cover the cost of producing and shipping it to us in the US, and we focus on marketing, branding, and distribution, and we pay out the brands monthly. We are now building our wholesale e-commerce platform that will allow luxury retailers to discover, communicate with, and purchase products from a vetted selection of African designer brands online. Our team has significant experience in the luxury retail industry, and we have strong relationships with African brands. My background is in media. I've been a fashion editor and writer for companies such as Vogue and InStyle and Glamour, so I have a really great sense of who the customer is that we're trying to communicate to. Our COO, Regina, and our senior buyer, Patrice, have both 10 plus years of experience as merchandisers and planners at huge companies like Saks Fifth Avenue and Bergdorf Goodman. We are targeting the $310 billion global luxury fashion industry. Of that, Africa only makes up $8 billion of that because they don't have the infrastructure or a distribution channel like Folklore to scale the sales. Our traction to date has been really impressive. Since we launched the beta, we've had shipped over 500 orders. We have a small 3% order return rate. We have a 90% sell-through of all of the products each season, and we've been featured by magazines such as Vogue, Refinery 29, and Forbes. We are currently raising a pre-seed round of $1 million to grow our team and to really invest in our wholesale e-commerce beta. Thank you for taking the opportunity to listen to my pitch, and I look forward to your feedback.
All right. Great job, Amira. Really, wonderful what you're doing in terms of making these designer brands available on your platform. And I gotta say, a 90% sell through is really awesome in terms of, it says something about your buyers, and the merchandise they're getting in terms of consumer love.
Yes.
So kudos on that. Now I'm just a little confused about it's two different platforms. You got e-commerce store.
Yes.
And is e-commerce store or folklore.com? I mean, is that your e-commerce store?
Yes.
Okay. And then what are you doing in the wholesale arena? Could you just explain that to me a little more?
Yes, so in the wholesale front, so we've been receiving a lot of interest from bigger retail stores who want to work with these designers. And they've come to us and they say, can you curate a selection of designers? Can you connect us to them? And so we have been doing it. We just launched a big partnership with Farfetch this week, where we brought 10 new designers from Africa and the diaspora to their platform. And so there are other retailers who want to do the same thing. And we've been doing it very manually with brands where we place an order, we'll send the email. But now knowing that, brands like Nordstrom, who usually use Jor or New Order to place their wholesale orders, we want to be able to provide them that streamlined experience where they can go on to our website, just like a customer would, and place wholesale orders. So be able to place it based off the wholesale price and not the retail price, and be able to see all of the line sheets as soon as the collections drop and be able to track their orders all in one place. So there will be the folklore.com where customers can directly go and buy products and we ship them directly from our US facility. And then there will be the folkloreconnect.com where retailers will have exclusive access to buy products wholesale from these brands, and those brands will produce and ship to the retailer.
Okay, and can those brands actually produce in wholesale volumes? That's another concern.
Oh yes, Africa has seen a lot of growth in manufacturing. It's just a matter of they need the demand there, and so there are plenty of factories. H&M produces in Africa now. Tory Burch, there are a lot of huge luxury retailers that produce in Africa, but those manufacturers need to have big order volumes from the brands before they can do it. So by connecting them with Nordstrom, Saks, Bloomingdale's, they'll be able to easily be able to meet those minimum orders.
Okay, thank you.
Amira. I have been on your website since last night, and I have 10 things in my cart. I'm not even lying. Between the leather pants, there's a jumpsuit there. You are harping all my visual and fashion needs in the best way possible.
Thank you.
I think this is a great concept. Given your numbers, you can see that. I can see that. I think we can all see that. From a branding perspective, I think everything is beautiful. What's gonna be next? My question is are you gonna could you potentially partner with one of these great retailers and do like when things get better, like an awesome pop-up, or are you gonna do like a cool folklore and I don't know, some crazy big designer here and maybe host like a special collab? Like, I want to know what's next, because I see this and you're doing awesome, but I'm interested to know next steps with $1 million. What could you potentially do that's gonna like wow me?
Yeah. So we are actually working on a big department store launch for fall 2021. So we're going to be doing an in-store shop with the department store that we're currently talking to. And we're also going to be working on some capsule collections that might be exclusive to either that collaboration or just being able to team up with one of our designers for something for the holidays. So we really have strong connections both in the luxury Western space and then in Africa. So it's really just us being able to curate, and that's what people want from us. The retailers could have gone directly to the brands and said, hey, can we do business with you? But they know that we've marked out a really efficient way of working with them, and we already have the relationships, and they love our eye. They love the community that we've built. So we want to continue to leverage that community, have more partnerships like what we're doing with Farfetch, which is, an opportunity that we're going to continue to roll out products on their website each season. So really just trying to leverage our community and our curation skills to distribute through multiple channels.
It's great. It's amazing. I would also love for you to go into bedding at some point too, because I think
we're doing more homewares. We're launching beauty next month. So.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm signing up. It's amazing.
Hi, Mira. Good morning. God, I also got stuck on your website, I gotta say. And I gotta start saving money now for that dress and a
We
couple
have
of
Afterpay,
items.
4 interest-free installments. I always put Afterpay.
I completely agree. It is extraordinary how you've presented everything. It just is so sophisticated and different and unique. And the pieces, are going to be pieces that you're just going to feel incredible in. The price points, of course, are, they're luxury items. So they're a little high. So your market, is going to shrink from that. I would love to see eventually down the road, kind of like the way some of the luxury designers have their second line, in terms of what's more accessible for direct to consumer. I love the 2 pathways that you're going, and very curious to see which one rises to the top faster. I'm also curious in terms of how your retailers are going to envision your direct to consumer line. Like if you're selling to Bergdorf's or Saks, what's sort of their customer endpoint, and can I get it for more or less if I go direct to, I just think there's going to be, some interplay there. I love the concept of you doing your own like Top Shop within like how they have Nordstrom's Top Shop. Like if you could have the Folklore in some of these department stores, I think the partnership would be extraordinary. And just the whole concept of opening up the world of fashion from unique vantage points that consumers in America just do not get to see on a regular basis. So I applaud you. Congratulations. I don't really have any questions. I think you're on to superstardom, and excited to be a customer and see where it goes. So good luck to you.
Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate the feedback.
Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com. Select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you love, and don't forget to leave feedback and or hype comments for our founders.
How exciting, ladies, you were just awesome. I have really enjoyed the businesses and the pitches this morning. I would like to say that for some of you, I would really like to see branding a little more. Some of you did a great job at branding, but others, adding a tagline or awesome visual, or we talked, about adding the pictures of the dogs, for example. I mean, there are some things that you want to have a feeling that the person takes away that's more than just the facts. Okay. And so I encourage you to make that emotional connection, whether it's on your website or in your presentations. But it was really a great experience. I want to thank Black Girls Ventures for the opportunity to be a judge. It was really wonderful.
I also want to go ahead and thank Black Girl Ventures for giving me the opportunity to really see the imagination, the creativity, the entrepreneurship that's out there, especially now in these times. We've been just limited to the 4 walls that we've been used to. So tapping in and seeing everything, it inspires me to even see like, okay, what can I do next? You guys did such an amazing job, in terms of presenting and preparing for your pitch. Don't feel defeated. Your nerves are always going to get to you. They always get to me as well. And just making sure that even through that bump in the road, just overcoming it, practicing makes it better. And just focusing on the end result. For us, obviously, we're not the real investors, but asking for $1 million or $3 million, you want to make sure that you come prepared with the facts and you're ready to answer any questions that come your way. And also, again, the branding piece, I think it's really important. Some amazing brand aesthetics, brand telling, and taking a step out of that box and realizing like, what is the story that I'm trying to tell here? As humans, we are all innate storytellers, and it's the stories in there that we really want to share for our businesses, for what we want to communicate. And tapping into something so simple may seem so hard in the beginning, but then when you start to break it up, telling your story for your business is really what's going to sell almost anything. So thank you again, and good job, guys.
It has been such an honor here to be with everybody at Black Girl Ventures. Thank you so much for having me. I just love seeing what everybody is doing. Some incredibly smart and passionate and brave and courageous women doing some incredible things that I can't wait to see where everybody goes. As an entrepreneur and investor myself, one thing that I would say was missing from mostly everyone's was, if you're raising money, I need to fully understand your traction, and I need to fully understand not necessarily use of funds. I think most entrepreneurs make the mistake of saying, I'm going to spend $100,000 on marketing and $100,000 on product development. But what's more important, and I think what more investors want to hear, is what next phase is that money going to get you to? So with your 100,000 or with your 500,000, I'm going to be able to get from where I am now to X, Y, or Z within 6 months, within 12 months, within 18 months, whatever it happens to be. So walk me through how my money is going to get you further on down the road to where you eventually want to be. So I echo everybody's sentiments on branding and aesthetics. Some were really, really over the top, fantastic, but it's something that's important for everyone. Be out there, be experts in your field. There's lots of way to get free marketing in terms of your exposure and what you're doing. So don't necessarily jump right to paid marketing. There's lots of things that you can do and be out there and be in your community and be mentors to others. So congratulations to everyone. Be healthy, stay safe, happy holidays, and thank you so much to Black Girl Ventures. Always a pleasure. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Lots of love.
This has been another Black Girl Ventures pitch competition. It was amazing. The energy from the brands, the type of products. The voting is open right now. So you can go over to www.sheraise.com and vote for the founder's pitch that you love the most. The voting will be open over the course of the next week. So make sure you get in there and vote. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day. BGV Pitch is the largest pitch competition for Black and brown women founders. We combine the premise of Shark Tank and Kickstarter to give you an opportunity to be a part of an entrepreneur's journey. Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com, select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you loved, and don't forget to leave feedback and or hype comments for our founders. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women founder in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.